What is up, everybody? What is up? Can I get a mic check in the chat, please? How we doing, chat? Mike's good. Hurdle number 1, overcome. So, how's everybody's Thursday? Mine's pretty awesome. So I'll tell you why mine's awesome. I had put together about 90 minutes of footage and was ready to do everything tonight. But do you know what my man Nick did? My man, hey, there's the cheer. My man Nick got clearance to play the game live, which is fantastic. We can look at things better. We can explain things better. But most importantly, what do y'all think about the new digs? They looking pretty good? New digs looking good? I'm excited about it. I figure, you know what? I've been putting some stuff together. It's still a bit of work in progress, but we're showing off some new stuff tonight. I figure I might as well reciprocate. So, do you want to bring Nick in? What do you think, chat? You want to bring Nick in? All right. Let's bring him in. What's up, my man? How we doing?
Hello, hello. Hey, everybody.
Can I get a mic check
How you doing?
Can I get a mic check for Nick? Mic check for Nick. Are we good there?
What up, baby? Yeah, I think I'm good.
There
Mike's
you go.
Good. I'm here.
Meligator
I'm
in with the sub. So,
how's everybody doing?
I think
We feeling good? We
everybody's
living good?
doing great.
You out there?
Everybody's
We out
doing
there?
great.
That's great.
I mean, I don't know, Nick, if you knew this, but people want to see some gameplay. I mean, had you heard that?
Just a little bit. I'm so glad that a lot of it has come to light in the community and everything, but Carlton is right. We did have some things planned, and all of a sudden now we have to switch it up a little bit. That's why I haven't released the stream schedule, because like all of a sudden now a lot of things have come out, which is fantastic, by the way. I love the content on the Reddit and everywhere. It's been great. I just have to kind of switch up what we're doing. I can't really show you stuff that you've already seen, so some things have to change. But that's why we're here, right?
That's
This is
right.
kind of out of the nowhere.
That's right.
Carlton was not. I was not planning on coming on this stream before this morning, so we kind of just throwing stuff out there. We're getting some gameplay going. We're gonna have some fun.
We'll make it work, and you know what? It's still a beta, which means if we break it, it's just one more thing we get to fix, right?
That's right.
Both the game and the stream. So you talk about curveballs, right? Stream schedule. You said it's changing, adding to it. What's happening with that?
So I think I'm gonna stream on Monday, but it won't be like a recorded video with Dev. I do have more of those, but the one I was going to do isn't exactly ready. So it was going to be the content stream was the ideal one. So that's probably going to get pushed to the middle of the week. So I'm just waiting. I'm hoping to record that like tomorrow or Monday, and then get that out, Wednesday or Thursday sometime. And then I have a stream on Monday. What I'm going to do is kind of like a season 6 wrap up. I've been talking about this community thing that I've been going to do for a while. So I think I'm actually going to get it done. And I'm going to stream on Monday. It won't be directly, Madden NFL 21 mobile related, but it'll be like kind of a wrap up of season 6. There's like the Madden Quest is going to be closing. There's no more content to that. I know Red was asking if I could say that. So Madden Quest is what you see is what you get. That's everything. And then we're going to kind of move forward into Madden NFL 21 mobile. So on Monday, I'm going to kind of, you're going to see an MOTD. You're going to see kind of some things that I'm going to do, and we're going to talk about it on a stream. It'll be a quicker one. And then we'll do another. We're going to have a lot of streams next week, I think. So I'll have a better schedule and a better idea of exactly what's going on. I'm going to try to get it done. But a lot of things are moving. A lot of things are shaking. So I'm trying to get something solidified before I send you a graphic.
Yeah.
So just be prepared for a bunch of streams next week. That's for sure.
Hey, streams are great. People love content, right? So I want to give a shout out real quick. We got our boy Logix. I should say our man Logix across the pond. I don't know. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning there. I'm not sure. Logix is up, probably pounding the coffee. And I want to show Logix something because this came up on his stream earlier. So, chat, what has been the last 2 streams the topic of conversation? Pop it into chat. What have we talked about? Logix, we spent like 45 minutes talking about it on your stream. I know. I know. There it is. The Shakaroni.
What is? I don't even know what this is. What's going on?
The Shakaroni. Carlton made dinner tonight, and he brought the Shakaroni out. You may have to take a Logix with the gifted sub from D-Man. So we may have to have a pizza break at some point tonight.
Oh man.
Logix was trying to tell me about all the travesties of pizzas they have over there. So
I'm sorry. You said he was pounding coffee. He's definitely eating cereal, sugar cereal. He loves American cereal.
oh yeah.
And he devours it. You guys have seen it. You know it. So he's definitely not drinking coffee. He's eating Apple Jacks or something.
So, and I'm going to turn this off so I can pull it up real quick. So it has become a bit of a running gag, the notion of Nick and his sweet, sweet, sweet toe drags. Does this sound familiar?
Yeah, everybody makes fun of me for that. And then they're going to play and they're going to realize what I was talking about. And then they're not going to make fun of me anymore.
So one of the videos I had pulled up, and I'm just going to go ahead and hopefully kick it off. Hopefully it works here. Let me transition over. I was doing this. Hey, King Doug, thanks for the sub. D-Man, thanks for the gifted sub. So I was doing some stuff last night, and at the end of this drive, I had a couple of those sweet, sweet toe drags you're talking about. So I figured, what better way to kick off the gameplay stream than to pull up the quote sweet, sweet toe drags. Don't mind that pass. It's a timing issue. Players are a lot slower than the 105s I'm used to playing with right now. But it's coming up here at the end. So, why was this such a big deal? Because I think it's pretty clear that there have been boundary issues at times, right? Within the game?
Yeah, I mean, like, for me, like, it was just a really cool feature because I think we all know what would happen with the left or right leg that wouldn't come down.
Right.
And like I had asked, like on my side, Dev to look into it a bunch of times, and they were trying to figure out the best way to do it. So obviously, when you see these type of things, and it's something that has been an interesting conversation in the community for a while, it's good to see something. And then obviously that comment got taken way out of context and blown up like that was the only thing we were doing in Madden NFL 21 Mobile. But I just thought it was really cool to see some interactions along the sidelines, and it goes to show some of the work that Dev does. These engineers, it's something I talk about with some of the managers here at EA. With how do I show off engineer work, right? Like the gameplay is something, but like it's one of those things where I could actually mention and talk about something that engineers that generally code and do stuff behind the scenes did that makes the game better. And so it was something I really wanted to highlight, but I also, like I said, just really enjoy the feature.
So I think they're both getting ready to get queued up right here. I pulled this up. The first one is going to go around to the left. D-Man with a bunch of subs. Hype Tran showed up. Right there it was. Actually get the feet down. This year, that definitely would have been called out of bounds. Now, it's not a guaranteed thing, right? It's not a guaranteed thing, but it's happening a lot more. Here's the other one right here on the sideline. Getting those down, you see the touchdown actually coming in. So it's not going to be a 100% thing, but the boundary awareness, which has always been one of the big frustrations, I think, is certainly a lot better right now in this build than it was for previous builds, which is something that I think is going to be very welcomed in the community. So with that said, anything you want to address before we jump into it, Nick, or are we just ready to go?
No, we can just jump in and we can talk about a few things. I'll watch the chat too while you're playing and see if I can answer some questions. Just again, I just want to circle back to that schedule. Like I said, I know I was supposed to get it out. Just a lot of things have changed. A lot of content has been released from the game being present in places. I really can't talk about that a lot. Just know this isn't the full game, what you're seeing right now. And it's not for everybody. There's not a lot of people playing it. It's a test for us, but that's really all I can say about it. So don't worry about it. But it is still launching at the same time. You can go pre-register if you haven't. You can find it in the App Store, the Play Store. My Gridiron Notes will have it. There's also going to be a page coming on our website that you'll be able to go in there and check the links and see some of the cool things that we designed around it. So This isn't a full game. And then there's also still things to come. So like if you don't see everything you want to see right away, or what you're seeing here, there's obviously a lot of development that's going on into later this year, into next year. Like the train never stops over here. So if there's not something you see right away, it could be in development, getting worked on down the line.
Well,
So just stay patient on the schedule for me. I will get it out as soon as I can. Just a lot of moving parts. Just know there's going to be a bunch of streams next week. Probably do, like I said, one more season 6 Madden NFL Mobile current season stream, kind of wrap that up, and then we'll full roll into season 7 Madden NFL 21 Mobile.
And we had a good conversation last stream, I think, about schedule and pacing. We talked about a lot of the real positive changes that came in, especially the quality of life stuff that came in. And, none of those were in there at the beginning, right? The autoplay button wasn't in there. The open all packs weren't in there. Like all of the quality of life stuff that people have really come to embrace this season all came in later. So if something's not there at the beginning, I mean, there's a ways to go to get there. So, it's something I think that really sort of bears repeating. So we've got the vertical playbook up. I think we've got the vertical playbook up. We do. Vertical folks. What is the first change that you see right here in the runs, right off the bat? What do we see? What do we see? I know Greeny sees it. What's missing?
This is like a quiz.
See? But look, Greeny got it right there. Buck sweep is gone. Can I get some straws in the chat for getting rid of that play that your best case scenario was getting back to the line of scrimmage?
Wasn't that the one you told me about?
Yes,
specifically?
It is terrible.
Yeah.
It is.
You can kind of thank Carlton for getting that one removed.
And
because we were talking about plays, and I submitted a bunch of them that some of the game changers found questionable or they didn't feel worked as well. And we have a lot of data on this stuff. So we took it, and Buck Sweep did get removed.
So it has been replaced. And when the coaches show up, it actually ends up falling in behind them. But that's just simply an ordering issue. So your new play is halfback sweep, but look what it does. Instead of pulling your guards and having them miss all of those blocks coming across, which is what caused the issues with a bunch of blitzers especially, now you have all your blockers out in front, blocking straight ahead. And so hopefully it works. But it's actually much more viable. You can take it inside there. If you need, you can take it outside, outside the runs, outside the tackle as well. So it may not be the most viable, and there we go, we broke one. It may not be the most viable
that's convenient.
play, but it's actually useful. It's actually useful. So here's the thing: when we get our touchdowns, we end up having to forfeit, right? And I know Vol's probably there ready to play back, but in order to really pound through, because we've got 4 schemes, we've got, 13 coaches to get through, we're going to have to do this. Hype train is going. So that is the first change. Vertical players. Buck sweep is out. Halfback sweep is in. Big positive change. Big positive change. Go to long passes. Oh, Meligator knows me way too well. That is the next place that I'm going to go.
Can we get to screen passes? I want to see you do screen passes.
Oh, yes. Everyone knows my affinity for screen passes. So, we have 2 plays removed from vertical long passes. One is tight end slot crosses. You had the go route on one side, you had a deep end on the other side, you had the crossing routes in the middle. It was one that maybe was useful, but there were better plays. Quite honestly, they end up running into each other a lot. That one is gone, and the one that's going to impact every single scheme, X seam, is out. X seam is one of those plays that goes across the board to every scheme. X seam is also out. I was thinking X post. That's coming up next. We got 2 new ones, and look at this. You see strong flood there? That's the one that I've always touted as the only slant route in the entire vertical playbook. Look at what we have now. Twin combos. You've got the dual slant routes on the outside, another viable 4th and short passing play. Not all curls. I went on about a 10-minute rant on all curls last stream as well. But you've got the double slants on the backside. You have the go route on the right. In that regard, almost mimics strong flood, right? But you get inside, you can hit it, especially on short yardage. You have the inside slant. If the inside slant's not there, you always have the outside slant. You have two out routes, especially if you're on the left side of the field, you could use. So like here, we've got press coverage there against our slot on the left, which means they're probably going to stay with him. So we can just hit that one coming across as well. Short yardage will be incredible for this one. And then our other new one that's coming in is Z under, and I'm so excited about this. It does, Greeny. It looks like oh, I forget what it is. You're right. Motion. I think it looks like motion Y stick, right? Without the motion. It's basically motion Y stick without the motion. Look at this one. Corner routes. The stream's a huge fan of the corner routes, but look who's running the corner route. Look who is running the corner route out of the backfield now all of a sudden. So you have the slant in on the right, you have a 10-yard out in the slot, and then your corner route comes from the backfield. That is new. That's a formation that we haven't seen. And then you have your deep post on the left-hand side. So, oh, bad pass. This is what happens when I've got a low quarterback. But you can see how wide open that was. Let's pull it again, see what we can do. Deep post there on the backside, and there you go. You've got two good downfield options, one out of the backfield, which means they're not going to get jammed up at the line of scrimmage. And then you have two viable out routes as well. These are two real positive changes in the vertical playbook. So I was super happy. What's instant replay like right now? I'm assuming instant replay is the same, Nick. Any big changes to instant replay you're aware of?
Not as far as I know. I'd honestly have to look into it. That's not something I've like, oh man, I gotta check that. I honestly do not know.
So
as far as I know, I don't remember hearing anything on it.
So we got requests in for 2-point plays. They're the same. The 2-point plays are the same. What ends up happening is because there's no arena, and I only have 3 other people in the league, for me to be able to continue to work through the plays, if I go ahead and close out the drive, now I've got to wait on Vol or Logix or Noob to take their turn. So this is the easiest way to cycle through stuff. So we talked about it on short passes. This is going to impact every scheme. X post is gone. So every scheme had that one, and no longer do they have it. Give me a break. So the last thing that we have to work on, play action passes, and we're going to have some tears in the chat on this one, Nick.
Uh-oh.
So, one play that's gone. Who can name it? Uh-oh. See, there it is. We're missing 2 of them. You're missing PA Sale, and you're missing zone shot. X-Burst is still there, which is fine, which is good, but you're missing zone shot. Now, it has been replaced, much to the lament of one of our game changers, with play action volunteer. I'll let you take a big guess who lamented losing that one. But yeah, we've lost PA Sale. If you remember, that had a corner route on the right-hand side, married it with a post route from the wide receiver on the right, and then zone shot. You had the crossing route, the post route on the right, and then the under route. That's, I gotta tell you, Nick, that's a chat favorite. That's that one hurts a little bit.
Well, if you want the real explanation, is likely if it was, I don't have these numbers, so do not take this as fact. If it had a 90% success rating, they might have done something to replace it with something. Because the idea is, if it's that good, it's overpowered, and if it's like Buck Sweep where it's that inefficient, we want to replace it with something that's more. So the idea is not to give you plays that work every time, right? That's not a very fun and complex gameplay. So. My guess is if it got replaced or switched up a little bit, it had to do with something with the metrics behind the plays and its conversion rate. So Honestly, I'd have to check on each play specifically to find out why.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's definitely having to do with how successful or unsuccessful the play is to be determined whether it's in the game, out of the game, removed, changed, something like that.
So in terms of gameplay success, it definitely is a net positive. You have the post on the right, you have a 5 and like a 14-yard in route on the left. You have the check down coming out of the left. And I think this was a play that was already in the game this year, right? And so it's one though that depending on the breaks, you can either hit the deep in route. If you hit the what ends up being an under crossing route, and if you can get some like ISO'd with the safety on the right, and we might have it here if that safety stays out to the right. You can take it back in, especially using your vert passing ability. And there you go, pass the ball inside of the safety and get it there. So that's the vertical changes, right? That's the vertical changes. I think, quite honestly, it's probably a net positive. Going to be honest, losing PA zone shot especially probably hurts. I want to see if I can't bust out one of these new plays here on the goal line. See if we can't get a good read on it. There you go. Easy touchdowns. So, someone had asked about 2-point plays. We can go ahead and roll through those, but they're the same, right? Base and draw, mesh and drag, scissors and drop in. And then if you want to kick it, you can kick it, but it's not normally the advice of the stream. So, chat, vertical. Vertical. What do we think? Any changes? Besides bringing back PA zone shot, are we happy with it? I'm happy.
Some people are scheme swapping in the chat, Carlton. You might have lost some followers.
I don't know.
They could be. Maybe Vols is gaining some spread acolytes, and they're going to go play spread.
Maybe. But I'm telling you what. Those long pass plays, Z under with the corner route, especially when you get toward the end of the year, when you have those quick halfbacks or the quick tight ends, I forget which one it is, coming out of the backfield, that's going to be incredible. The slants on the backside, losing buck sweep is a net positive as well. So, that's the vertical playbook.
Everybody's saying they're going West Coast, but I thought we didn't give West Coast any players.
That's true, especially not centers, right?
Interesting.
All right, hey, chat.
Interesting.
Chat, which scheme are we doing next? Which one are we looking at next? Don't remove the wheel routes on the West Coast. Uh-oh. Are they going to be upset, Nick? What do you think?
I'm not going to confirm or deny. I'll be long gone before you get to those, so you won't have to worry about that.
All right.
I'll be hiding in my hole.
So let's swing on over then to West Coast.
Is there anything else you guys want to know from me? I don't want to hang around too long. I know you guys got playbooks to get to and everything, so
right.
I was going to hang out for a half hour. So, but if there's anything you need to know from me before I leave, right. Let me know.
Chat, any questions for the man before he ducks out? What do we have besides begging to stay?
I can't leave. No. Yes, I have to leave.
I don't know if Nick wants to hang out with us till 10:30 or 11.
I'll probably be watching. I just can't be streaming. I have some things I got to do.
Go grab yourself a shakaroni.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm going to have to find it. I didn't even know that was a thing. I feel so uneducated.
Mm-hmm. Big pizza, lots of pepperoni, double cheese, and $1 of your purchase goes towards the Papa John's Foundation, whatever that supports. So 2 questions. 1, anything else for the current promo? And the answer to that is no.
Nope. Yeah, no, we don't have any more Madden Quest content. What you see is what you get. My favorite cereal is probably Chex. I'm a pretty basic person, but I love Chex. I like all kinds of flavors of Chex. I like the basic Chex. I like the chocolate Chex. I like some of the fruit flavored Chex. They're all good to me. I'm a huge Chex guy.
Chex, wheat Chex is the best Chex.
Right.
Lock it in.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, man. I'm never going to argue with a man that wants to have some Chex. They're great.
So, we had requests for defense. 2-point conversions up. 2-point conversions up.
Yeah, that's one of those that we kind of talked about where you wanted it last year. We try to get those things done. Obviously, it didn't happen last year, but it happened this year. So as much as I feel like some people don't believe it. Like we try to listen. Like we really do try to take things that you say and do what we can. Obviously, like when you say remove power, that's not something that's super actionable on our end. Like there's obviously, a lot that goes into power and everything. It's one of those things. There will be a stream on power. I might actually touch on that on Monday too. I'll see when fits for that. The problem with power and boost is I have to do that one solo, so it's a little bit more challenging because I have to get all the information personally and then get it back out to you. So that one becomes a little bit more difficult. I can't rely on Dev to come on and kind of explain it for me. So that one I have to take some time and learn. Yeah, there's no plump block on 2 points. I think that's what he said.
Yeah, that was. I think there's a few questions on this, but that was the biggest one, right? I mean, we've heard that for a while. I know you've heard that for a while. And again, you see it right there at the top. Work in progress, subject to change. But I mean, I think we're pretty comfortable saying the special teams plays on conversions, and I think on everything, right? Yeah, on everything, the special teams plays have been removed as a defensive option.
Right, right.
So I know that was a pain point for users, and so that's another one really good thing that came out. All right,
I don't think there's flags. I don't recall. I don't think so in what I've played. Have you seen them, Carlton, in your limited time on the this one?
which one was that?
I don't think I've. Have you seen flags, like gameplay flags? I
Slot
don't think so.
slot flags. I
Yeah.
think slot flags are still in there. No
Okay.
flags. Nick Noob saying no flags. I don't know. We'll
I
look
I
at it.
don't think so. I don't think so. I honestly have to spend some more time in the build.
I went through
I've been
everything.
doing a lot of stuff. I wish I could play more, honestly. I've been doing like a lot of stuff around the launch and trying to get things organized. So I haven't spent as much time in the build itself. I kind of rely on Carlton and Vols and things to get things to me while they're because they spend a little bit more time playing and enjoying while I try to do some of the nitty gritty stuff with streaming and website updates and all that kind of stuff where even the Discord, like doing some stuff over there, getting some new graphics, all that kind of stuff. Because we got to get ready, right? We have a lot of stuff coming for 21. There's a lot of back end stuff that I have to do outside of just, playing and talking to you guys. That's why sometimes I'm not on my head or Reddit as much or whatever. And plus, I have to do all these grants from all these giveaways my streamers keep doing. So
That's
I have
right.
to spend a couple hours doing giveaways every other day, making sure everybody gets what they need. And
So
then
go ahead.
so
Well, I was going to say, I mean, we do giveaways on the stream. Do you want to? I've got a bunch of giveaways that I can do. Do you want to pick what we're giving away?
yeah, we can do a giveaway. We can do a giveaway right now
What do
if you want, and then I'll leave.
do you want to pick it, or do you want me to pick it? I'll defer to you if you got something in mind.
Yeah, I could pick something.
All right, what do you want to do?
Hmm. All right, chat. What do we want to do? I have something in mind, but I'd like to hear what you think.
All right, chap, pop it in.
I should have known exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, big shocker, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
Big shocker.
Yeah, now you're getting aggressive with the 10 million.
10 million. Sign me up for 10
10
million.
million. Wow. How about this? How about this? We'll do 2 million training points. That's fine.
Nice. All right. So here's our keyword. Our keyword is going to be MM21.
I do have an amendment though.
Uh-oh. What's that?
You need to pick 3 winners.
Uh-oh. All right. We can probably do that. Keyword.
But it only counts as one giveaway. This is only one, and then you have to do the rest on your own time.
I'm sure we can manage. Hey, I think I take this as a good thing. The last stream we did, I kind of forgot to do giveaways until we were 2 hours into it. And
Wow.
you know what the best part was?
Nobody left?
Nobody left. Chat was in.
Wow.
Chat was in.
Oh, wow. That's impressive. Credit to the chat. It's
Keyword.
not you or your content. The chat just likes being here.
Hey, I don't know if it was the straws that brought him in.
It's got to be the straws. It's
Maybe.
got to be the straws.
I mean, the straws was the favorite emoji until the coffin dance emoji showed up.
That one's good too. I dropped that a couple of times. That one's pretty good.
Until
That's a tough one.
Coffin
tough
dance
one.
showed up. So, this is your giveaway, boss man. You tell me when you're ready for me to roll it, and we will roll it.
I How many do you have enough in?
Oh, we've got a good number. I mean, there's numbers still going up. Numbers still going
Yeah,
up,
just let
but
them let them file in a little bit, and then I'll get out of here. You got some good Halloween costumes coming up here, though.
do
You can
we?
do coffin dance Carlton, straw Carlton. You can do just regular mask Carlton. Like, there's a lot of stuff you have. You can't come. You have to go. You have to come correct for Halloween. I don't want to see any lackadaisical efforts.
I don't know. I'm thinking at this point maybe Carlton Aroni.
See, that's not bad.
I
That's
can.
not bad. That's very good.
So we
You do that.
we diverted onto pizza talk, and we did it on ours last time. I did it on Logic Stream earlier today. So for me, when we were talking
No.
pizza, someone asked me. It was a thicker crust, barbecue sauce, chicken, red onions, lots of cheese, and then pineapple on top. That
You
was my
lost me at the
pizza.
pineapple.
That was my pizza.
Okay.
What's
I'm a
yours?
huge barbecue chicken pizza guy,
Hey, there you
but you
go.
lose me with the pineapple.
And that's fair. It's an acquired taste. Is that your pizza?
It's,
If you had to pick one?
no, no, definitely not. I am a very basic. I love pepperoni pizza. Just straight pepperoni pizza is my favorite.
Well, if you love straight pepperoni and pizza, you will really love the Shackaroni. 66 pepperonis on that bad boy right there.
Do they actually count it?
I am assuming so.
That's amazing.
But who was it that used to have? Was it Noble Romans that had 100 pepperonis?
I don't even know.
I think it was. I don't know. That may be before your time. But then they went bankrupt. So apparently the sweet spot is somewhere less than 100 pepperoni. At that point, it
Right.
costs too much. All right, you ready to roll this first one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's see if we can sync up with the stream. Let's roll it in 3, 2, 1. Lita.
Man, that guy wins all the time, huh?
Lita's everywhere.
He's on Vol's stream all the time too. I see him over there.
Lita. Let's go. Straws in the
Congrats,
chat for
homie.
Lita. Straws in the chat for Lita.
If he has a max team, he probably needs a TP for all those guys.
I think almost everybody
Right.
needs a TP
Right.
at this point, right? All right. Straws in the chat for Lita. That was 1 of 3. Do you want to
Yeah, I
knock?
got to do two
Do
more.
you want to knock all these out at once?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's do them all before I go for sure.
All right. I gotta take notes then.
Yeah, definitely take notes. And then I can't guarantee this. I cannot guarantee this. But for a special stream next week, I'm hoping to give away some Madden NFL 21 stuff. Madden NFL
Nice.
21 mobile stuff.
Nice.
But I cannot promise that. I can't promise that. I'm trying to get approval, but it'll be a stream sometime next week. And then if I get approval, we'll take, you'd have to give me your UID when you get in the game the following week. And then we'll talk about it. But I'm not sure I'm going to get approval for that. That will be a stretch for sure.
Hey, if you can get it, you can get it. What better way to kick it off?
That's what I mean, right? And I can get you guys to show up to cool streams about Season 6 and Madden NFL Mobile, finalize it out, do some cool stuff, and then give away some stuff for next year and get you hyped.
No,
That's what I want to do anyway.
no, I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, you ready to roll the second one? Let's see who we pick up, huh?
Sure, yeah.
We'll roll a few seconds in so we can adjust for the delay to not ruin the suspense.
Right? Oh, I'm glad you picked up on that because it always shows up in the chat if you click it early.
Yeah, so I try and I tell the chat I've got 4 different monitors up, and they're all active. One of them has the live feed in from the stream, so I can monitor that as well. So I hopefully can get it timed up pretty well. So I'll go ahead and do a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Singhall Gaming. Congrats to
Suitor.
Singhall. Let me get this down.
Yeah, everybody they hop from stream to stream for these giveaways. We gotta figure out a way to do something here. if you go to all four, or if you go to all three or something, maybe we can have a little fan club, something we can figure it out, like the Mad Mobile Streamer fan club.
Well, I mean, it could be like a coffee cart or something, right? Like
Yeah,
attend
if you
four
go to
different
all the streams.
streams. Attend four different streams. You get a shakaroni of your choice or something else.
Exactly.
We'll order you
I'll
some.
have to work on that. We should talk about that offline and see if there's something we could do there. Because I appreciate people that show up and support all of the creators and Carlton especially and Vols guys that have come online recently. It's been really cool to see people. So we'll have our standards, noob and logics, obviously, but it's nice to see new people come around.
Did
And
did you catch the last stream that I did? I had to play Overdrive,
yeah,
Nick. I had to play Overdrive.
I was in it for the first. I heard you singing, and then I was around for the first I don't know 15 20 minutes, and then I left when you were playing Overdrive for obvious reasons.
Oh, it was
I
brutal.
like my eyes,
It was
I
brutal.
prefer to keep seeing. Yeah,
It was brutal.
so I
But I
avoided
mean,
that.
the thing that I love about the group we have that streams is that nobody's the same, right? Like you need overdrive stuff, you go to Vol, right? Like arena stuff, I'll try and hold that one down. Like noob is just everywhere. He's got the packs. He's doing seasons, I think tonight.
Yep.
He's everywhere with that. And then you get Logix, and I love Logix. And the thing that I love the most about Logix is that he once, for example, had to open a Centurion pack with like 100 different cards in it. Didn't know the players, but I don't think there's anybody that has more actual fun on the stream than Logix, and that translates into the chat, into the community. Like Logix
It's so
just has
true,
so
man.
much fun
Oh my
with it.
gosh.
Like it's just mostly I canceled a work call today so I could tune into Logix.
I'm there's like particular streams that when I've attended at his where there's like names. I'm trying to remember who the player is. We were playing something in Field of Freeze and there was a player that continuously popped up in his packs and that has just been a running meme throughout the entire season. I'm trying to remember who it was now. So I think it was a Keith or somebody. But like they it's so much fun like opening packs and he feels so bad when they get like lower OVR players when he was hoping they would get something high because then I have to go and grant it and it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
But nope, they're getting like low 90s or whatever and he's like, "Oh no."
Well, and I don't
So
know.
great, man. It's so great.
Have you heard Logic's American accent?
I don't think so. No Minter. There it is. No Minter. Oh my gosh. I still remember that. He was pulling Minters left and right out of those packs. Those poor people that were winning just kept getting Minters.
So
Hold on. Let's do the last one. They all want playbooks and stuff, and we're over here laughing and chatting it up.
you
Let's
know
do the last one, and I'll get out of here.
you know what? That's part of the fun, though, right? That's part of the fun. We're a community. We had a big discussion about that last time about being supportive, being kind, right? And really just sitting back and having fun. So I'm going to do one more story before we roll it. Logix was doing an American accent, and he has like 3 words. And so he's like, all right, I'm going to do an American accent. He gets up there and he goes, NASCAR. I forget what his other 2 words were, but he's got like 2 or 3 words now. Pop them in the chat, Logix. What were your American words that you had? But his very first one, it wasn't just an American accent. Like it was deep south. It was like deep south. And I've got families
Oh my
from the
gosh.
hills in Kentucky, so I can appreciate his southern accent. But this was deep south, and it was both amazing and the most incredibly oft-putting thing I'd ever heard. Because you're used to this. I mean, all Americans think British people sound proper just because of the accent, right? It didn't
Oh
jive.
gosh.
It didn't jive. So sometime we'll have to get together and have Logix talk
We
American
were
to
talking
everybody.
about like a big stream with everybody, so maybe we do that one time.
Yeah, that'd be a
We'll
good way
try
to
have some
close it
fun.
down or kick it off. We'll have to see.
Yeah, like we do something where we just kind of get together before or after, right after the season ends, right before the new one starts, or something like that.
Oh, it'll be fun. All right, we got to give the people what they want, right?
Yeah. Let's do one more, and then you can do your playbooks and stuff. And just one final announcement: I will be on Vols' stream tomorrow at around 12:30, his lunchtime. He's going to do some overdrive, so I'm going to pop in over there. We're going to talk about some overdrive. I'll try to answer some more questions that were asked here. Maybe I can figure out that instant replay thing or something. And then I'll try to nail down a date for that power stream, and you guys can all cook me in the chat when I go through that.
Well, I mean, I think the expectations on it are set now, right? Like power's going to be there. It's going to function. I mean, effectively the same. Is that fair?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some differences, and like I can't like I know Power has gone in a weird direction because of everything this year and Mad Max and all that stuff. But like I promise you, and you may not want to hear this, you may not agree with it. The people making these decisions are very intelligent people, so they're not trying to make it unfun or unfair or anything like that. So the idea is to create this system. It's supposed to last X amount of time. It's supposed to escalate properly, OVR, power, all that stuff. So I'm just hoping that it translates this season. There's a lot of great stuff to look forward to, and I'm really hoping the power uh, stream that we do kind of represents exactly what it shows that what they were doing over the last 6 to 8 months on this new app. So
Well, and the conversation that we had too is that especially at the end of the year, like as the season progresses, what you end up seeing is really the difference between the top end and either the median or someone else. Like that range continues to expand as the year goes out, and so it's why it's so hard to build these promos out at the end of the year that has good applicability and utility for everybody because you've got a much broader range. So no, that's definitely a conversation that I think would certainly be worth to have. Looking forward to having it. It's a tough one. I think the community can handle it though. I think the community can handle it. All right, so y'all want to see a bunch more gameplay before we roll this thing, right? Wasn't that what the chat wants?
oh yeah, sure.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and roll this thing. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Hurricane Jake 5. Hurricane Jake 5. Congratulations to Hurricane Jake 5.
Congratulations, man, on your 2 million TP. These will go out tomorrow. I have a bunch of them from Discord. Vols is probably going to do one or two tomorrow, and then so make sure you tune in. That was a little bit of I didn't know if I was supposed to say that actually. I probably shouldn't have said that, but now you should come because we'll probably give away one or two of those, and then we have one more in Discord, and so I think there'll probably be like I don't know 10 or 12 of them, and then I got to send it all out at once, just the way that mechanic for the giveaway works, and you get a nice little message from me when you get it. So congratulations.
And Vols is definitely going to be must see because he is going through all of the tactics and things like that, all of the overdrive specific stuff for next season. Like that's what he's going through. So coaches are a huge thing, and I think people have found that out as the years gone on. So if you really want to see where to kick stuff off, that's going to be the way to go. Look at it, see the plays, but most importantly for overdrive, see the tactics. And the best news is you don't have to go around leveling up a whole bunch of coaches, right? Like you're
Yes,
there.
everything starts at the same level. You have everything you could ever want for Overdrive all at once, which really kind of opens it up for everybody to play. And then you can kind of play it all year, and it's a little different. Vols is going to be cool because he'll really go into detail. Where I try not to make those videos more than 10 to 15 minutes because you guys are watching it. It's the morning. I don't want to overwhelm you. So we'll let the streams. Carlson goes through all the playbooks. Vols will go through each individual tactic, all that stuff. It won't look the same way because we obviously are still making changes, but he'll be able to go through all that information. You can kind of get some more in-depth stuff there and see somebody that really loves the mode talk about it. So, and he's been very vocal in that conversation, even as a dev team to us. Like he obviously is very passionate about Overdrive and has a particular vision of how that mode should be going. So we take his feedback very seriously. So he's been upfront in a lot of those conversations, and we do our best to listen to them when we can.
Yeah, no, Vol's fantastic at that stuff. So 2 questions. One was for me. I did a little bit of the gameplay, but I mean, what time is it? Like, we got like an hour and a half of gameplay left. I'm not even sure I'm going to get through it all tonight.
That's my fault.
No, this is fantastic conversation. That's not a bad thing. Like having stuff that's interesting to do is never a problem. The other question though, and I've got it on here, I've got it offline too. League leaderboard. Is there any shutdown date on that one, or is Leagues just going to end in the current build when it gets sunsetted out, or is that going to get backed up earlier?
I think it'll probably just continue on. I honestly, if it takes a refresh, it will not refresh at some point. So I have to look at each independent thing. I was focused on the competitive as far as head to head in arena, and those will stop. But I can look into leagues. I'm pretty sure league itself, you should be able to play against each other or whatever for continued periods of time. But I don't think. I'll have to 100% check on that before I give an answer one way or the other. This is why the Monday stream will be important, because I want to wrap up a bunch of the season 6 stuff that I haven't been able to get to. I've been kind of split half and half, right? Like I'm trying to make Madden Quest guides and work on the promo there, try to fix bugs when they're getting reported, and then prepare a lot of stuff for season 7 and work on Madden NFL 21 mobile content, try to get everything over there. So I'm kind of half in, half out on both of them. So I got to spend some time finishing up season 6 and then reapply myself fully to 21. So yeah, I'll be over. It's the last OD season for Madden NFL Mobile. Yeah,
Okay.
it'll be done.
Anything else? Monday's your next stream. Was it 11? The usual time?
Yeah, Monday 11 a.m. It won't be like it won't have a gridiron notes attached to it or anything like that. It'll probably be like just a bunch of miscellaneous items for season 6. We're going to talk about the thing coming out on the MOTD, and we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff just around, and so it'll be a little bit more light. And then when we get into next week, it'll be a bunch of we'll have a content stream. Matante is going to come on, and then hopefully we'll have that power and boost stream, and then there should be some other things that I get down. I can't reveal it until Monday, so we'll talk about it then.
All right. Hey, man.
Yes, I know we haven't done gameplay. It's my fault. I'm leaving now. I apologize.
That's all right. We'll get to it. You're welcome to hang out. Otherwise, have a good one. Appreciate you coming on so late.
Yeah, of course. Anytime.
All right.
Have a great day, guys. I'll catch up with you next week.
All right. Take care. Later. All right. I think we got Nick cycled out. So let's switch over. There he goes. Let's switch over. Get this done. Gotta circle through all the fancy animations. All right. So, I love it when Nick comes by. It's always a good conversation, right? It's always a good conversation. Let me close out a couple things real quick. Hopefully, it'll make things run a little smoother. The stream's good? Is the stream good? All right. So, y'all wanted to see West Coast. I think West Coast was the next one up, right? Crane wants Smash Mouth. Well, that's all right. All right, West Coast. So here we go. So, for your runs, here are your runs. Halfback toss strong is still in there. That's all everybody probably cares about, right? Halfback toss strong is still in there. Otherwise, by my count, everything's in. West Coast folks, anything we're missing? Anything we're missing, West Coast folks? Halfback base is in there. That's not something that I had seen on the previous one. That is new. That is new. Like I said, I had something to do. I had stuff recorded, and then I got this. So I haven't even had a chance to go back through any other changes. So, long passes. There's slot flags. I thought it was in there. There you go on your long passes. The only change, what's missing? Chosen Ghost found it. Vert's wheel stop is gone. Has been replaced with slant attack. You've got a go route on the right. You've got the wheel route that I know you West Coast folks love to use. You have this weird this weird crossing of these sort of squiggly posts. The only real problem with them is they take a lot longer. And then you got the drag route coming across, right? And I am way out of scheme already as it is, but we can go take a look at it. I held it too long, I think. But it's weird. It's not just a post. It's got this little, like, let's look at it. See how they both have that little, like, squiggle move in there? All that does is slow everybody down. But there you go. That is your long pass change. Long pass change. Vert's wheel stop is out. Slant attack is in. Short pass. I believe the only change that you have all of your angle routes. You have some screens there. I'm not sure why anybody would ever bother to use those. The only change that I could catch was that X post being removed from all the schemes. Anything in here that's missing? Anything in here that's missing? Yeah, I'm hyped too. Oh, I'm dissing screens big time. But that's kind of a thing, right? That's kind of a thing. All right. We do have a change in play action. We do have a change in play action. Spot the missing play. Spot the missing play. What's gone? Logix, mate, thank you so much for hanging out. That's incredible. 2 in the morning. Can I get some straws in the chat for Logix? Can I get some straws in the chat for Logix? Hanging out with us at 2 in the morning. There we go. KJ the King got it. KJ the King got it. JT got it. PA misdirection is out. Replaced with PA tight end corner. Now, all you OGs in the chat know this play, right? Misdirection is gone. All your wheel routes are still there. Double post is there. Switch dig is still there. Play action tight end corner was the GOAT play back in the days, right? Like back when they had game plans where you had to pick something and pick specific plays to shut down. This was the one everybody had to have, right? Everybody had to have this one. So you got the streak route on the right. You've got the corner route that crosses over it underneath. You have the check down route from the fullback. And then you have the post crossing route on the backside. So there it is. So you've got what looks to be quarters coverage here. So you're going to have one-on-one on the right. You can probably take it to Beckham on the right. More than likely, though, you might have to check it down to the fullback. But there were good options there as well. See ya, Chosen Ghost. Let's look at that one again. Play action, tight end corner. You got one-on-one on the outside. You'll chase off the cornerback. Look at the toe drags. Look at the toe drags. So what were the other plays? Slant attack we did. Those are just those two changes, right? Play action, tight end corner. Again, that's a huge win. Oh, that's a bad read. I missed that read. All right, West Coast folks. What am I going to use to get this thing into the end zone? You want to try a slant attack again? Oh, that had to be a first. That had to be a touchdown. All right, let's knock it in so we can take a look, hopefully, at the 2-pointers. Like, West Coast has some strong plays, not going to lie. Not going to lie. All right, runs. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know if that's going to stay. It's real weird to see 3 of them in there. It's real weird to see 3 of them in there. So again, mind the disclaimer. Mind the disclaimer. Work in progress, subject to change. Double drags, middle slant, that's the one everyone's worried about. But quite honestly, you're worried about it, right? Because you had all the special teams plays. You don't even need to worry about that anymore. Play action, center waggle. I think it's center waggle, isn't it? And curl drag are your play action plays. I don't know. Like, it's here. It's here. I don't know if that's going to stay. Like, that's a needle mover, though, right? That's a needle mover. That's huge. That's huge. So, that is West Coast. Which scheme we doing next? Which scheme we doing next? Spread, smash mouth. Well, we already did a vertical, DB. Smash mouth, spread, smash mouth, smash mouth, smash mouth, smash mouth. All right, we can't do it this way. We're doing a poll. Doing a poll. I want to know which one you want me to do next. A poll's already active? Do we have a poll active? Oh, I tried to do it twice. All right. Oh, this is close. It is tied. Oh, no. This is awesome. Release date is still August 6th. So the next question is always when on August 6th. So here's my understanding of how it works. At some point before it gets released, I'm assuming before August 6th, it gets submitted to Apple and to Google. They go through whatever they have to do to review it, and then they're the ones that decide when it goes up, right? So EA can't say it's dropping at, 10:30 Eastern on the 6th because they don't have control over it. So there's not a time it's going to drop. Make sure you've got notifications on to be able to make sure you get in early on it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it is like halfback base. Like to me, that feels like something that's got to change. I mean, that's got to change, right? I'm taking this thing off because I don't need it anymore. But that's got to change, right? 3 plays there. Smash Mouth 1. All right. Let's go take a look at Smash Mouth. Hey, MagPlays. Thanks for the cheer. Oh. We are going to have to turn off the notifications. I did not do that. Ha ha ha. Let me find that real quick before it goes. There we go. Oh, I always appreciate people keeping me honest. Do not disturb. We are now live on Do Not Disturb. Hopefully that fixes it. There we go. We're back up. I'm not even sure who that was. All right. Where were we? Smash Mouth. Smash Mouth is live. So let's jump into it and beat up Vol a little bit more. Stuff's in the store. I mean, it's just basically, pro packs and sort of entry-level stuff. Thanks for the cheer, Crane. Thanks for the Crane cheer. For those of you asking, I'm trying to think. I think league settings are set at... I think they're set at All Pro. I think they're one below All Madden. All right, so I got to get my notes. Smash Mouth. Run plays. Take a look, Smash Mouth folks. Tell me if anything's missing. I do not believe anything is missing. I'll check, Bob. I'll check. I'm not sure. See, and that's just it, Greeny. Like, I'm thinking that halfback base in here, I'm thinking that halfback base is a mistake because it's weird to have that in every scheme, right? Especially when it's pulled out. Like, I'm thinking it, and we'll have to check the 2-pointers too and see if it's in there too. But if halfback base is on that 2-pointer as well, I mean, I'm going to lean pretty heavily to that being off. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is blast there? I don't know. I don't see it. Is that normally in there? Is that normally in there? Runs look the same. That's what I had pulled, Toxic. Long passes. I've got one play missing. Which play is missing? Actually, it's just those 6. Which play is missing? Greeny got it. Double go is gone. Oak Y post is new. You've got the post route in the middle. You've got the streak route on the right. You've got 2 separate check downs. And then you have that weird just 10-yard dig route on the left. So let's take a look at it. Streak route on the right. And both of those check downs are the kinds you have to wait for them to completely turn around on. Otherwise, you're going to throw it over their head. See what I mean? Like, you have to wait for them to turn around on it. It's a timing play. Things are a lot slower right now. This one looks like we're going to get a bunch of blitzes, so we're going to have that tight end hopefully chase off the safety and then come in. Nope. But this is the new long pass play. Oh, I need to get me a first down. I need to get me a first down here. Didn't throw it. All right. We will load it back up. We do have one change to play action. The only changes to short passes is that same X-post removal. The X-post removal, that's the same for every scheme. But we do have a change. Do I feel the play is similar? Honestly, I think it feels a lot smoother. It's a lot more, it's more rounded out. Quite honestly, I'm not sure, like, graphically it feels like things just sort of are a little bit brighter, pop a little bit better. But, I mean, part of the challenge, honestly, is it's difficult to really compare apples to apples because, I mean, I've got a 73 overall team right now, right? I've got a 105 overall team in the other game. Like, it's real hard to compare them. So, play action. Who can tell me what's gone? What's gone? What's gone? Uh-oh, Monkey Drifter. What's gone? Poor Crane. Poor Crane. So, gone. PAX Dagger. Dagger, at least in this build, is gone. New one. PAX Split. Now, OGs, tell me where you've seen PA. Hey, Meligator, thanks for the gifted sub. Tell me where you've seen PA Split before. Where have you seen PA Split? I mean, that's kind of like Double Hitch. Do you remember Double Hitch? Did Double Hitch have the go route on one side? So, yeah, no, Crane, we'll get to coach plays. Don't worry. We've got spread, and then I've got all the coaches to go through. So, PA Split. This looks just like plays from the old build, right? You've got basically a post, you got a corner, and you got a go route on one side. Oops. The real problem is going to be having time to get the ball out before on that corner route, right? PA Eagle seam. I didn't see it, Meligator. Yeah, double go and dagger. Gone. So that is your big change. Oh, no. Hey, Vol. Vol, you want to forfeit that one back to me? It was going to happen. It was going to happen. PA boot over was in there. PA boot over was in there. Wasn't it? How do you select schemes with no captain? That's a great... hey, I can't control it. I can't control it. Like, I'm not the... I mean, I'm sitting here trying to play with a gold quarterback. It is fun how the game sort of shifts, right? Like, with a gold quarterback, it's tough. And then as a quarterback gets better, all of a sudden the passing game, so it really becomes run heavy early, and then it just sort of shifts once passing opens up, once agility increases, once you start seeing mismatches, halfbacks, tight ends, things like that. So someone asked how you change schemes. So you go to your team, you go down here. With captains gone, you just have schemes there. And you just pick the scheme you want to run. So we are heading over to spread. And there you go. That's it. So easy. It's a good look, Nick. It's a good look. So, let's jump into our spread plays. Let me pull my handy dandy list up here. So who are we going to play next? We're going to play new, or we're going to play Logics? I need to be careful about just throwing the ball around so willy-nilly. Oh, yeah, Nick. Nick, fan of the chat. Coffin dance. Are scheme abilities the same? I believe so, yes. Oh, Carlson. I will have to look. I will look at that, Carlson. You're right. I didn't get there. No changes to short passes, Toxic. I mean, the only change is that X post was gone, just like it is for everybody else. Yeah. VOD for 14 days. Don't dog noob. Don't dog noob. So, run plays. Spread, folks. Tell me if there's anything missing. Yes, X post is gone for every scheme. I mean, it was one of those plays, though, that was in for every scheme, right? Yeah, spread users and like tumbleweed just go blowing through the chat. So the last look through I had on these, no changes. Yeah, that's why I had Shishay. Yeah, Shishay's a spread user, I think. Long passes, we've got to change. But it's a small one. What's missing? What's new? Is Wendy still hanging out? All right, so Shay wins. Trail shake. Smash is still there. Smash is still there. Everyone starts freaking out. So the new one is ISO dig. And it's fairly similar, right? It's fairly similar. They moved this the streak route out, right? So the streak route's going to be on the right. You have another one of those weird sort of wiggle posts. I'm sure there's a more appropriate name for it. You've got the 10-yard in route on the left, the comeback on the right, and then the flat routes on the left side. Look at that. Noobs, folks, show out. So, long pass. That's your change. Short passes. No change. Save for X post. Play action. We got to change. We got to change for play action. Who can spot what's missing? Oh, it's not missing here. It's not missing here. Anything missing? Uh-oh. What's missing, Sishay? Because the one I had missing is still on here. Oh, no. The one I read it wrong. Which one's missing? What's missing? Was there a PA deep in? Was that a spread play? PA deep in? Was that a spread play? I had that one as missing. And then PA boot. Is this new? Is this new? Got the post, you got the cross, you've got the out. Oh, I threw it too early. Is that new? PA boot? Got Noob's defense showing up. Not a strong showing for spread. So there's that. So I've got PA deep in as being gone, PA boot as being new. Is that not new? I've got yes and no. Yeah, spread is random. So, who wants to look at coaches? PA deep in was one of the best plays, though. Yeah, I get it. Who wants to look at coaches? PA boot is not new? Okay. Okay, we'll get there, Toxic. We'll get there. So, a couple different things. We're going to go back to vertical just so we can move the ball. Coaches. Harbaugh is your sort of stand-in, right? Here are his plays. Smash, maybe. Bubble. Like, I've run that bubble play. It's not any good. Like, if you like screens, there you go. But the coach's plays, and yeah, Greeny, the number. The number, and at least the number that I've got here, is down a lot. But PA bubble's not great. Halfback slash, I'm not sure how good that's going to be. Salem is a fantastic play. Salem is a fantastic play. And middle hooks, like, but I'm looking on this one, and I see 1.5 viable plays. Maybe 2 if you give halfback slash a half of a viable play. Like, that's not great there, right? Like, that's not super great. Let's look at the rest of them. Kingsbury. Kingsbury's a pretty good one this year, right? Isn't Kingsbury a pretty good one this year? Why are there still coach whistles if coaches are free? Excellent question. I do not know. It could just be a vestige, right? Again, it says right there at the top, work in progress, subject to change. It could be something that's on a list to get removed at some point. It's just a vestige from the previous build when they rolled it over. I don't know. I can't answer that. Is it PA slide? Is that what it was, G the Goat? Is that what was missing? So let's look at Kingsbury. PA far, you have that angle route coming in paired with the The in route, the 10-yard in. Halfback counter trap. I mean, counters historically haven't been great, right? There is an X post. It's not the X post that we're used to. There's your go double post. No, that's a great question, Master Donovan. That's a fantastic question. I appreciate the eyes. I appreciate the look. It's a great question. Counter trap any good? Do you want to play with Kingsbury? See what we've got? Do you want to play with them? I mean, we've got them all open. We can play with any of them. There you go, Toxic. There's go double post and halfback draw. I'm not sure too many of those are going to be viable, though. Do you want to go play with this one real quick? See how we do? We can go take a look at it. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time. All right, let's take a look at this one. Look at that. 18 in a Colts uniform. Looks good. Looks good. All right, so we are doing coach plays, right? So halfback counter trap was the first one. And hey, I want to show something before we go any farther. Like, this may be one of the biggest changes to the game this year. And I want to point it out because it's real subtle. Look at the defensive tackles. Look at the defensive tackles. You have in what essentially is a 3-4 formation with a defensive tackle right on the nose, and the under tackle is askew to one side. So it is a 4-3. It is a 4-3, but look at it. It's not a balanced 4-3. It's got a nose on it, and then it has an under tackle on one side. And I've seen this look a lot. So what does this say? This says maybe running to the right is the way to go this year. Right? Maybe running to the right's the way to go this year. If that's going to be there, that may be the way to go. Let me close out a couple things, see if we can't improve the stream just a little bit. Quality is starting to drag more than I'm comfortable with. Exit. Let me know if that makes it any better. Let's go ahead and run it again. Look at that. We get it again. We have that big gaping hole on the right. I do not know if that's going to be just a huge meta shift for the year. Let's see if we can't use one of our new Fangle plays to get a first down here. Nope. Pulled out. Get there. All right. Long passes. Go double post. There you go, Toxic. This is this is what's in the game right now. Streak on the left, post on the right, in and out route. Oh no. Can't throw that one with a 76 overall quarterback on the run. Go double post. You want to see it again? Inside coverage. Gonna need Noob to do that now. Tell you what, it's so weird going from 105s. It's so weird going from 105s to 72s. Someone ping Vol and Noob. Tell them to forfeit that or play it back. But that was Kingsbury. Yeah, I didn't make it look good. Okay. Yeah, let's look at the 2-point plays. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Speed Hydra. Yeah, someone hop over to Noobs and ping him. Tell him to send that one back. Let's see, what else did we have that was new here? X posts. Beat Noob Kill. I mean, I'm just trying to pick plays to show folks what's happening. And then this is that PA far. It has that angle route on the inside that's been real popular. Like, look at those hook routes, right? Like, look at the hook route for Eifert. Look at the corner route for Cup. Like, those are longer developing routes, right? Like, hopefully you've got, like, man on the right with Beckham, or at least you hit the that angle route there. So there you go. Is he going now? Hey, ping him anonymous and tell him to send that one back or do something with it. Here's that counter trap. I mean, I almost always run it. Look, there it is again. It's offset to the left. Like, I almost always run that run everything to the right and or to the left, and I may have to start running it to the right. Oh, is he going? All right. Let's see. Oh, I want to talk about something else while we're here. So, Power O, right, is pretty much a useless play. I don't know if they adjusted the AI on it at all, but watch what happens. Like, people actually block on Power O now. Like, look at that. People block on Power O now. Like, look at that. They actually pick up the blockers. Try it to the right. All right. Oh, I've got bad news for everybody. We're in vertical. Those are the vertical conversions. So we needed smash mouth and spread conversions, right? 3 million TP is good. Noobs has players on the sideline. Noob may be running a higher quality of here in the settings. Like, you can go to settings and set the like, if you set to like ultra high, I think that's when the players show up. Try and keep mine a little bit lower. Instant replay. Sorry, Bob. I always forget. So anyhow, that was Kingsbury. Here's O'Brien. I'm curious to see what great plays he traded away for nothing. Anything, Houston fans? Off tackle. Not bad. PA smash. That's from the vertical playbook this year. Like, that's not a bad play. It's kind of a weird timing play, right? Level switch. Who was it? Someone was telling me about level switch. Who loves level switch? Oh, yeah. You're doing the Lord's work, Meligator. Look at this. Like grammar aside. Grammar aside. Drive you corner. Doesn't look terrible, right? You've got the post. You've got that married to a corner route. You have the crossing route coming off as the under. And then you have that 10-yard in. Like, that's not terrible. Wide receiver option I've used, I'm not a big fan of. But off tackle is a viable run play. PA smash is good. And then drive you corner looks like it could be really good. Did you want to burn through this one? Is drive you corner new, or is that in the current build? They had like a certain number of people that they gave. It was a closed beta, but they gave early access to for feedback and things like that. And it wasn't like a game changer, non-game changer thing. But there were people that EA reached out to. I'm not sure how they got identified that are doing a bit of a closed beta. Did you miss? I don't think you've missed it, Meligator. I don't know if it's anywhere else. We'll have to look at it. Did you want to? They reduced them a lot. Now again, someone has pointed out like there are still whistles up there, but we've been told like all the coaches are going to be open with all the plays. So maybe there's more coming in. Again, disclaimer. Subject to change. So who knows? Thoughts on the pack thing for every daily goal completed looks good for the beginning of the game. Yeah, I mean, we can look at that real quick. See if I can pull up a calendar. I'm still trying to figure out my way through it. So there's your warm-up calendar. That's not terrible. And again, work in progress, subject to change. Don't know if that's going to change. It is. It is. Are more coaches coming over the season? I mean, I can't confirm that, but I mean, that's a heavy assumption that I've got. Yeah, we'll get to Payton. We'll get to Payton. I've got things to talk about with Payton. How many coins do they give you for golds? So I don't want to go too far down this territory, but this is new, and I just want to show something. And again, any cool Bronco? I mean, no, not if they're on the Broncos. Kidding. I don't know if this is going to stay. I can show you what's in the build right now. Yes, the Jerry, the end of the legend. The legend died this year. Again, subject to change. I can only show you what's in this build. There's like 2 weeks left before this comes out. There's a lot of moving pieces that can come out. So you can look at it. You can safely say it's in there right now. You can't say it's going to be in there at launch. I don't know that. I can't promise that. Don't put those words in my mouth. I can just show you what's in here now. But this is new. Who knows if it stays? Who knows if the values stay the same? But watch this. There's a 70. There's a 77. There you go. Those are the current values. Look at the escalation on that, right? What is the trade currency? Those are your coins. So, lots of changes. Is there an auction house still? There you go. And again, values can change, right? Trade-in values can change. There's a lot of time between now and release, but that's what I got. Oh, item limit. That's a fantastic question. Unfortunately for me, that item limit remains the same. 1.2K. They removed training points? Nope. Training is still there. What is that welcome calendar that gives... It's just the welcome calendar. And again, I don't know if that's going to survive until the game. There's a giant disclaimer for a reason. Evo could be a vestige. I don't know. Again, we've got whistles and they've already said everyone's going to be maxed out. There is a lot of time for stuff to get added. Lots of stuff to get taken out. So if you see something in here, that you're freaking out about, don't, because who knows if it's even going to be there. Especially if it being in here is contrary to what you've been told, right? If you've been told it's not going to be in there, you take that, and then that's your best guess, right? So if there's something in here that you've seen, just, accept it's still a beta. Again, it's a work in progress. I've been through a few of these. Stuff changes a lot. Can I show the jerseys for every new uniform team? No, I don't know. Not really. I'm not even sure the easiest way to do that, honestly, at this point. We've got a lot of coaches we've got to get through. Weekly goals and challenges. Daily, weekly challenges and achievements. Again, these can change. Yeah, I mean, so here's what we're going to do. I don't want to go too far down this path because there's still lots of stuff for not just me, but for a lot of other people to discuss, right? Like, I don't want to bombard everyone with all this at once, right? So we're looking at coaches. We're looking at playbooks. We're looking at new plays, additions, subtractions, and we'll do that. So I really want to get back into it. I don't want to spend too much time. And honestly, like, I don't want to spend too much time on this stuff because it all could change tomorrow and we've just wasted a bunch of useful time, right? So I'm going to go back and I want to look at the coaches. Did you want to see these plays from Bill O'Brien? Is this something that you'd want to see? Or do you want to go on to the next one? I mean, Meligator, we'll get to the end. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's there. Next one. All right. McDermott. Wide receiver corner. Love that play. Fullback belly. Who knows if that's going to be useful. There you go, Combine. You even have a screen in a coach play. Whip unders is good. And play action. Like, this isn't terrible. Right? There's at least 2 viable plays here. Maybe a fullback play. Maybe the fullback slide. Right? Like, that's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. You want to see these, or do you want to go on to the next one? Y'all are just being impatient. Next. All right. Let's do the Smash Mouth. I mean, we're going to look at some of them. Some of them Madden, Junior Madden, JR Madden. I'm not sure which it is. Here's Shanahan. And these are not terrible. They're not great, but they're not terrible. PA fake toss is decent. Halfback zone. I mean, for those of you that watch the stream, when Stonewall's on, halfback zone, that's the play Stonewall always says, second and long. Call halfback zone, it'll go big. Zigzags, not great. Wide receiver corners, and halfback cutback never really seems to work. But again, looking at PA Power O, it plays so much better. The offensive line are so much more in tune. Want to do Vrabel? I think Vrabel has some of the better ones. I'm going to say, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, Vrabel's aren't terrible. Vrabel probably has the best, for me, smash mouth plays. Fullback dive strong. Good short yardage play. Levels Y sail. You have the corner and the under route. Stick and nod. Not great. PA tight end in. Isn't that a West Coast play? Isn't that the one that's almost busted? PA tight end in. Isn't that the one where the wide receiver chases off the safety and then the wheel route comes underneath it? And then halfback off tackle. Like, it's not terrible. Let's do Carroll's. Mills, halfback search, motion quarterback draw, play action fullback fake, and strong curl. Another play. No, next is not a keyword, but that's clever. And strong curls when they stole from Payton again, and play action fullback fake. The problem with that one is it's sort of a skinny corner route. It's hard to get it out in time. So, anything in the smash mouth plays that we want to see? Look. Double post. All right. West Coast or vert next? West Coast or vert? I see vert, West Coast, vert, West Coast, West Coast, West Coast. All right, we'll hit West Coast. You may have seen Peterson. I think that's the coach I have active right now, to be honest with you. You have Y post. You have the streak route on the right, but it starts off at an angle so you don't get jammed up. You have the post route up the middle, and then it's really a two read play. You do have the check downs. They're not really very viable. Flanker spot one they stole. I think they stole from vertical. Flanker spot, that was the one. It had the post route, the corner route, and the streak route. That's what the play was from 3 seasons ago. It was that play. Halfback base, again, who knows if that stays in there. It didn't show up in the actual playbook. So this could be one of those weird ones. PA pin deep. PA pin deep. It's another throwback. And it's really neat because you have, when you flip it, you can actually throw the ball to the wide receiver right at the safety. And then you've got skinny posts. All right. Do you want to see these? Or do you want to go on to the next one? Yes, you did. You did. Congratulations, Singhal. Yes, halfback base is still in vertical. All right, next. Lynn. In and outs. Not super excited about it. White cross flood's a good one. Fullback dive is a good one. X post Y out isn't great. And Z spot. Where's Greeny? No, penalties have not been added that I've seen. Hey, D-Man, thanks for the cheer. Z spots, there you go, Greeny. Z spot survives another year. Z spot and white cross flood and a fullback dive. It's kind of weird to see that there when it's already there, though. You kind of have to feel like that fullback dive may be a placeholder. Like it's kind of the same thing with base, right? I think fullback dive, when you go back and look at the actual playbooks, in game, the coach's play doesn't show up. So something's kind of weird's going on out there. It may just be a placeholder, not long term. Yeah, white cross flood is solid. Well, the playbooks were bigger, Ryan. The playbooks were bigger last year. Like, you're going to have much more viable plays, and you got like 12 coach plays. And again, things are subject to change. Right there in the title. Right there in the title. All right. Do you want to see these? Do you want to see these, or do you want to go on the next one? Yeah, it doesn't have that. So again, good eye fixation. It doesn't have the head put on there, so you have to think maybe it's a placeholder, right? Maybe it's a placeholder. Maybe something else is coming in. Hey, Ravage. The spread playbook. So here's the rundown on the spread playbook. Trail shake was removed. ISO dig. It's a new one was added. Essentially, they just sort of moved the streak route to the outside. PA deep in was out, and they added a new play action play. I forget what it is. Did you want to see these? Reed, McDermott, or Arians? Yeah, I think the same one. But we got to talk about Payton. Payton was the best coach this year for plays, and they have basically just obliterated all of his good plays. And they moved him from vertical. No, we haven't yet, Goat. We haven't yet. So this is borderline devastating for me. Right? Like, this was the coach. His plays were awesome this year. Like, Sluggo's all right. Halfback counter is not great. Halfback draw pass really is a one read, right? Fullback blast, fine. Another short yardage play. And then flanker drive's really about the only viable one on there. Sluggo's all right, I guess. But, I mean, it's not great. I'm not excited about this. But again, there's only 5 plays in here. We'll have to look and see if more get added. Because you can see it right there. Level 1. Maybe it's a vestige. Maybe more stuff's coming in. Scouts. Scouts is a feature with Madden today. I think Nick talked about it a little bit. Basically, you go in and it costs coins, and then you wait, and then ultimately you can sort of like pick from players they bring back. Like, it's not tied to coaches, what used to be captains. It's not tied to any of that stuff. It's just a little in-game thing where you basically pay and you get. It's almost like buying a pack that you have to wait 8 hours for. So, let's do the vertical ones. I think there's some decent ones here. So here's Tomlin. Halfback lead shows up again. That's been in and out, and it's back in now as a coach play. Boot slide isn't terrible. You've got the go route, you've got the crossing route, you've got the under route. Fullback power, again, another short yardage one. Not terrible. So level up the coach, and that's just it. So again, work in progress, subject to change. So the whistles are still showing up. These are still showing up as level 1. The question really is that going to be the final iteration for these coaches? Or do levels go away, more stuff gets added? Do levels go away, nothing else gets added? Like, again, I cannot stress it enough. There's 2 weeks left to go before this thing gets released, right? Like, lots of stuff can change. Anything you see from me, from any of the other changers, the game changers, anyone that's sort of doing the beta, like, nothing is final until the game is out. Like, that cannot be emphasized enough. If you see someone in your league chat complaining about stuff, tell them it's not final until the game is out. If you see someone in the forums, if you see someone in any of your other chats complaining, nothing is final until the game's out. Just pump the brakes, and if this is if what you're seeing now becomes final and you're still not happy with it, I get it. Let everybody know, and we'll go from there, right? But wait till the game's out, till it's final, and then we can have that conversation. Subject to change. Any word on Fade Smash making a return? I mean, I'm gonna say no. Like, you heard Nick talk about it earlier. Like, when there are plays that have a certain success rate to them, I think was the phrase he used. Like, they get pulled. You don't want to play that works we want to play that works every time, but you don't want to have a defense trying to stop a play that works every time. So if it doesn't, like, if it's overpowering at that point, they're going to pull it out. So, and that's it. Thank you, Crane. Crane comes in, the voice of reason. Nothing is ever final, even when the game is out. They can always make changes. Thank you, Crane. You said it so much better and much more concisely than I could have. Oh, Fade Smash was the GOAT. But that's, I mean, you had a Saints play with Payton now. It had the same thing. Had that same sort of fade route on it. No, like you do want to have feedback concerns and everything else, and I think that's fair. I think the approach to it's kind of nuanced, right? Like, you want to say, oh, I don't like that, or oh, I wish they would have done this. I wish they added something. Wish they took something out. Like, that's fair. Like, that's good feedback that you want to have. What you don't want to have is like, these are terrible. It's going to be awful. The season's, it's not going to be any fun, or this or that, or they've ruined this or that. Like maybe it's too nuanced, but there's a difference between, boy, I wish this would have changed, wouldn't have changed, and this is going to destroy everything, right? Like it's a bit of a difference, right? And I think that's maybe what I'm trying to get at, if that's fair. Yes, it is. Yeah, PA zone shot. Maybe this year's Fade Smash. Vertical keeps getting dinged, right? So here's Arians. Constructive feedback is always appreciated, always welcomed. Aaron's is pretty good. Texas, you have the angle route and the streak route. Comeback Z post, you have another streak route. Hitch and go is probably the second worst play on here. PA slot cross, this is good. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go play with Arians, and I want to show something. Right? We talked about with Power O. We talked about with Power O how there was actually much better blocking. You didn't see those big whiffs. Oh, playing Smash Mouth? Yeah, you're right, Speed Hydra. We still have to get, what? Smash Mouth and Spread 2-pointers? But I want to show something, because I know everybody loves, like, this is how bad it is. This is how bad it is. That when people want to pick a play on the stream, they pick end around lead, right? Like, haha, take this, Carlton. Use this terrible play, use some yardage, right? Here's end around. That's end around. That's end around. Like, I'm telling you, something is different with the offensive line AI. They're picking up blocks. Like, something is different. I can't tell if it's just because of lower overalls. I can't tell if it's disparity. But yeah, I mean, Speed Hydra, like, even with that power, though, like, I could take that with my 105 max team with a +5 power booster on it, and I'm not sure I could run that thing for a first down. I'm not sure I could run that thing back to the line of scrimmage against a team that was a lot worse than me. So, I mean, on one hand, like, yeah, like, there are asterisks on it, but on the other hand, though, like, it just plays different, right? It just plays. Do it again. All right, well, it's a coach play. I don't know if I can do it again. I've set myself up for failure. Let's see. Let's do spread so we can hopefully take a look at the 2-point conversions. But yeah, it feels different right now, and I cannot attribute it to one specific thing or the other. But the O-line's blocking. It's just different. I don't have any better thing than that. I'm sorry. I can't explain it. But you don't have those big, gigantic whiffs. You don't have the free runners. Like, it's just different in a good way. Let's see. No pressure now, right? Oh, I ran out of room. So, like, 10 yards, 12 yards with end around, like, that's really good, right? Like, here, let's do power O. Like, look, like, people are picking up blocks with power O. Like, look at that. And again, I can't attribute it to one thing or another. Run some options. No. All right, spread. Again, halfback base kept showing up in here. So if halfback base shows up in here again, I really am starting to think that's just a mistake. Like, don't get super excited. Halfback draw, halfback zone. I'm not going to run a conversion play, because if we do that, all of a sudden it tosses the drive back to, who was this one? Was this Noob? So halfback draw, halfback zone. Inside switch, spot, opt. PA fork, PA boot left. So, how is that? Is this the same or is this different? Spread, folks. Where's Wendy? Wendy's in here, right? Is that the same? Same? Okay, good. So let's kick this one back out. But you see what I'm saying, right? Like I don't know what's different, but it's different. It's playing better. Runs that are supposed to be able to be run are actually being run. Go figure, right? I mean, it feels like, I know people are upset about the plays that are out. People are upset about the plays that may have been left. But I think it bears repeating that plays that used to be unusable may now have some utility to them. Meligator, not a lot of great news for you in that front. We've got one more coach left, but it's not an Eagles player, so sorry. There you go, Crane. So we'll see, and I can't remember if we hit the 2-point plays or not. All right, so let's go ahead and run that end around again. Like, look, they come in now, and even on the worst play, it gets picked up there. Let's run power O back to the right. Like, blocks are getting made. For the most part, blocks are getting made. That's just user error. Like, the game just plays better as we continue to struggle. Continue to struggle with Smash Mouth. Oh, I've got no good options here. Get in the seam. There we go. Lita, you want another one? I mean, you could throw this one back. We could re-roll yours from here. See, like, look. Like, stuff's getting picked up. Better or worse. Like, it appears to be working. Let's just use some of these run plays. What are good Smash Mouth run plays? What are bad Smash Mouth run plays that never used to work? Yeah, I mean, West Coast looks solid. What are bad Smash Mouth run plays? Or bad Smash Mouth plays? Power Sweep is pretty goated, right? I didn't get off the block in time. That was me. Like, halfback counter weak. Is that ever any good? Halfback draw. I got you, Boomer. Actually, let me get a first down first, just in case it's not fixed. All right, halfback draw. Probably. I'm trying to get towards the end zone. Where is halfback draw? There is no halfback draw in here. Did we lose halfback draw? Fullback inside? Nah, I misread that one. Could have taken that one outside too. Fullback inside is good for Smash Mouth. All right. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's look at the plays for Smash Mouth. Smash Mouth, folks. Let's look at our 2-pointers. Halfback counter weak, halfback inside. Those are the same, right? Aren't those the same? Those are the same there, right? Short passes, post drag, fullback circle. I think those are the same. Play action pass, PA boot, PA spot. I think these look the same, right? All right, let's forfeit out of this touchdown. Now, we've got one more coach to look at, right? How are we doing on time? We're doing good on time. Got one more coach to look at. Andy Reid, right? Here we go. Not great. Not terrible, not great. Inside zone split, probably a viable run. Halfback gut, probably viable. Sluggo, Seattle, and you have some slant routes for SC curl in. What happens if I click leaderboards? I don't know. Is leaderboards on here? Well, they took Sluggo seam. Garrett to Reed. That's what happens when you're the champion. Do you want to see these plays? Do you want to see them? Yeah, see that slant on curl in looks great. Like, I'm kind of torn between this one and probably Peterson's. No, who was the other one? Was it Lynn? No, there was another one. Was it Arians? I think it might have been Arians. Like, Texas looks good, right? Hitch and go looks good. All those little weird squiggle routes don't really matter. Texas is good. Comeback C post is good. PA slot crosses is great. West Coast. All right, so that was Lynn. No, that was Arians. Here's Lynn. White post is solid. Flanker spot solid. Skinny post is not bad. If halfback base stays, that's great. I don't think it's going to. PA pin deep was a good play. This was Lynn's. Again, I don't think fullback dive is staying. That's probably just a filler. White cross flood's viable. And Z spots, great play. That's Lynn's view playbook. And then here's Sean Payton, who they really just stripped down. They really just stripped this one down. This was a bummer. Like, flanker drive's good. YC Sluggo maybe. And then, like, you got a fullback blast. Like, this just, they just stripped this down. They stripped it down. They moved him over to the West Coast. Just, I mean, that's the one that I'm like, oh, that one hurts. But again, we'll see what happens between now and release date, right? We'll see what happens between now and release date. So, hey, Slay. So, did you want to see the defenses, or do you want to save that for another day? Yeah, you like the new digs? You like the new digs? Yeah, we can look at them. We can look at them. League's defensive strategy. All right. So as you can see, the first one right off the bat, special teams out. Special teams out. Oh, do you want to do the transitions? Do you want to brag a little bit? We can do the transitions. All right, let's do the transitions. Boom. Everybody needs more Carlton, so there you go. We can take it back. Was that too loud, Toxic? I can turn it down, probably. Maybe. A little bit. Okay, I can turn it down. I can turn it down. All right, I'll turn it down. Hey, I said at the beginning, I'm beta testing too, right? Like, I'm beta testing all the new rigs for next year. We've got more stuff coming in, but I wanted to run this and see how it did. And I think it's working out all right. So, where were we? Oh, plays. 1, special team removed. Man coverage. We'll scroll through them real quick. I'll be honest, I haven't had a chance to really pair through these. If there's a play that you want to see if is still in there, pop it in. We can take a look at it. I showed you my dog. That's all you get. He's a good boy. 13 out of 10. What pet again? All right. Are there certain plays you want to see? It's 10. It is 10. What are you getting at, Meligator? What are you getting at? I'm not even sure what you're getting at. Yeah, like I've been playing some stuff SP Banda, and like the muscle memory is just devastating when they like move plays just like one up in the queue. You call the wrong play. It's the muscle memory's there. Am I allowed to open packs on? I mean, probably. I mean, I've already opened packs though, so I'm not sure I'm going to. Just to be honest with you, like I really just want to work through the new stuff, right? Just saying it's late. All right. Well, Meligator is complaining about giveaways in a very roundabout way. So, do y'all want to do a giveaway? Do y'all want to do a giveaway? All noobs West Coast cheese plates are gone. Oh, poor noob. Poor noob. Hey, someone, hey, Anonymous, pop over into to Noob's stream and see if he wants to play. See if he wants to play real quick. See if he wants to play. Bob, I don't know. Like, I don't want to. All right. Let me see if I can ping Noob. Real quick. Is 3 Double Sky still in the game? Let me look. Strategy zone. 3 Double Sky, there you go. That's so tricky when the safeties come down. The middle linebacker goes back. Hey, Anonymous, tell Noob to check his Discord. Tell Noob to check his Discord. All right, so I have struck a bargain with Noob. Noob and I are going to run this thing, okay? If he wins, he gets 2 of my giveaways. If I win, I get 2 of his giveaways tonight. You want to do that? Let me see if I can't pull up his stream. Real quick. I want to see what he's doing. And I haven't even souped up my my playbook yet. So, all right, he told me to run it. I guess I'll go first. Let me make sure I get a good scheme in. We're going to have to crowdsource this a little bit. Yeah, I better win. No kidding. Oh, see, right there was a tough one, right? We had the wrong scheme in. Which one of these coaches do we want to use? I'm telling you, I kind of like Peterson. I kind of like Lynn. Which was the one with Texas? Who had Texas? I kind of like this. I think we're going to roll with BA. Let's roll with Arians. All right. All right, let's go ahead and roll this thing. Thanks, Lita. Play him using West Coast. No. All right, let's see what we can do. Oh, no. All right. Let's see. We're going to run this pretty conservatively, right? I mean, I think we've been through everything. We'll go back and look at the... we'll go back, Brett, and look at the... anything else people want to look at. Oh. All right, we've done plunge. We've done 01. Oh, I ran this the wrong direction. So remember, I told you that it seemed like stuff was running to the right a lot better, right? Because you had these weird formations. Get there. All right, I think we can probably just run halfback base, right? We feel good about that? Follow the guard. All right. Back to noob. All right, so how do we think he's going to do? He's raging about my team. He's so... I mean, it is what it is, right? Let's drop noob some love. All right, so hey Brett, what did you want to see while we're here? While we're waiting on noob to go, what did you want to see, Brett? Can I pull his up to watch? I mean, just like I don't want to poach his views. Like you can pull. I mean, you can probably just switch back and forth, right? Like I don't want to poach his views. Like when Nick's up, like go poach or go over, pop into his stream. Like you ain't gonna hurt my feelings. He takes forever. That's all right. That's part of the fun. I mean, let's be fair. Let's be fair. Like he might take forever, but if my defense does the job, right? Like maybe it won't be forever. No, I get it. But I mean, this is a cooperative thing, right? Like we're all on the same side here. Like it's cool. I get it. If you're on a desktop, pop it up. I mean, you might even be able to pop up both of them, right? Minimize if you're on mobile. Minimize my window. What is he doing? What is he doing? Where is he going? He said, he left. Oh, noob. All right, we were looking at defenses, right? Did you want to go through while we're waiting? Let's go through the zones, right? So 3 double sky is still in there. 4 buzz spy is still in there. Wish that went the other direction. Contains are still in there. Are there any zones with spies? See, look, here it is right here. Look at this cover 3 sky. Like they pinch up the defensive tackle, right? Wait, so he's changing schemes? You can't change schemes in the middle of a drive though. But look at cover 3 sky. They pinch up the defensive tackles, right? Like I've seen that a bunch. I've seen that a bunch. Where's he at? 3rd and 5? Show boosters. Boosters are going to be another one. I'm not sure I want to go and pop open that pop open that conversation yet. He has to use spread. Oh, that's all right. Hey, later, Meligator. Thanks for hanging. I appreciate it. I got the crosser. Got the crosser. He's distance spread so hard. All right, it's my turn. Let's roll it. Are there different positions for O-line? What do you mean, Bob? What do you mean? You start dissing it so hard. I mean, I've said less than kind things about spread, too. Nope, that's not going to get us anywhere. That's all right. Let's see if we can get him with the end around. Gotta be careful if I get having too much fun, right? Uh-oh. See, there it is again. Those bunched up D tackles. Oh, that's just brutal. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Do you want to just full back dive? I mean, he probably doesn't have anything in, right? Yeah. All right. Someone asked about draw earlier. Let's run draw. I see. I keep forgetting. I run everything to the left, and I gotta start running that stuff to the right. Let's see what we have for passes. We haven't even looked at passes yet. Oh, no. That's where it's so different on this one, right? It's so different. It's so different. Like, all your timing's off. Nothing. All right, we're in trouble here, folks. Do we have any good new plays? Old favorite. All right, now we're back on schedule. We got a little too fancy there, right? Calling end arounds and whatnot. Like, that's not a bad play for a sweep. Mesh switch. I already called mesh switch once. I'll call it again. There you go, Meligator. Who said he was leaving, but he's still hanging around. Oh, I ran another one to the left. I gotta start running to the right. All right, let's do it the way we're supposed to. Run it back to the right. See, look at that. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, the defenses just are lined up to the left, right? And now all of a sudden, like, you can just line up blockers and then just go. Like, running to the left, I think, is dead. Like, it's dead at this point, right? Follow the guard. Like, I think running to the left is dead. We got to run this thing to the right. I don't know. Do you know? See, that's just it. But Bob, we were looking here at strategy. Like, I think that's in the plays. Like, look right there in the middle. Cover 2 sink. Those defensive tackles are right on top of each other. Cover 2 press. Cover 2 show 4. Regular cover 2. Like, they're all right on top of one another. Like, that's just the alignment, right? Cover 3 sky. Like, cover 6. Every one of those, that's the alignment. That's the alignment. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you can look at that and comfortably say, hey, you know what I want to do? I want to run the ball to the left where there's an extra defender there. It is. It's pass to the left, run to the right. It's completely flipped it. And quite honestly, Vic now all of a sudden might be viable or a left-handed quarterback. Like, it's going to completely, the way I play the game, it's going to completely upend how I play. Like, it seems minor, but that's a major shift, right? Maybe those stacked play. I mean, but JT, maybe they do, but all you gotta do is run it to the other side where there's a big giant gap. Like, you've got like three gaps between your defensive end and your tackle. Look at that cheese. Look at that cheese. Look at that cheese. No more field goal safe zone. Yeah, I mean, what was the way I got rid of my bench? I'm done hoarding currently at. So I opened up I had a bunch of saved packs with the top 100s. Like, every day you can do that event and get a guaranteed 82. That's like 4,000. Ooh, he's had a bad drop. That's like 4,000 training points right there. Honestly, like, if you're at the end, you can take them, build up your Madden Futures players to 90s if it makes sense, sell them off, and then at that point, just dump them all back into training to Pro Packs, right? Dump them all back into Pro Packs. I don't know. Should I put in a defensive strategy against Noob, or does that become mean at some point? Like, should that be mean? Can you show Pro Pack odds if I don't have Pro Pack odds? Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Lita won 2 of them. No, like, I don't want to double down on Noob. Like, I gotta be honest. Honestly, like, in a lot of respects, it's like playing 2 completely different games. It's like because I mean, going from a 105 with all 99s on everything down to like I'm 73 overall, I think. Noob's less than that. Like, all your timing is off. All your breaks are off. Like, when you expect stuff to happen, it's completely different. And it's tough. It's tough. And like, we have not had a lot of time with this stuff. That corner. Oh, he had it. He had it. And he dropped it. Where's he at? 3rd and 8. Does Lynn have Seattle? Let's go look. While we're waiting on Noob to finish up. He does not. Somebody had Seattle. Was it Peterson? No, who had Seattle? Somebody here did. Oh, did he drop? He kicked the field goal. He kicked the field goal. Noob. Who had Seattle? Somebody here had Seattle. There it was. It was Reed. Andy Reid had Seattle. All right. Let's hop back into the chat with to the match with Noob. If only Reed had jet ship Wasp. I do think it's important to sort of temper expectations, right? Like, you can't really compare coach plays if they're going to go from like 12 down to what, like 5? Is there fake field goal run? There you go. Fake field goal run is definitely in. We're going to do this. We're going to run everything to the right. See if it makes... See, look, there it is again. It's stacked to the left. Like, that's... Oh, I should have had that one done. Like, I'm telling you, running the ball to the left is done. Running the ball to the left is done. Oh, no. Got to smooth that out a little bit. This is going to be... Look, there it is again. They're stacked up. One at run right on the nose and the under tackle to the left. Like, it's just completely changed. Follow the guard. It's so weird running this way. Second one. Let's just pick it up. Yeah, it's... I mean, like, I've got my team where it is for a reason. Let's run halfback draw to the right. See, there it is again. Stack to the left, and you've got a guard there in the A gap. So you've got a 0 tech on the nose, a 1 tech in the A gap, and an under tackle in the B gap on the left. Like, they just moved everything, and I know they pulled folks out. Nope, didn't get the spin move in, but that's... I'm telling you, running the ball to the left is dead. It is officially dead. It's dead. You gave him the call. Oh, don't be mean to Noob Kill. Don't be mean. I'm going to run Sting to the left, but because it always ends up going back to the right. Now he's just straight trucking, folks. And he stumbles for 12 yards. You want to see a different play? What do you want to see? You want to see mesh? We'll see mesh. And he way overthrew him. There you go. There you go. Carlton, but things are subject to change, so why would they change it? What'd I miss? What'd I miss? No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. All right, we got giveaways to do, right? So, we got a bunch of them to give away. I'm sorry, I'm watching Noob up here play. Yeah, let's do a giveaway. How great is Hail Mary? I don't know. I've kind of avoided Hail Mary, honestly. I've avoided Hail Mary just because I can't throw turnovers because then it ends the drive. Oh, Noob's going back to that wheel route cheese, and he hits my defender in the back. All right, Shakaroni. I love it. That's going to be... I'm going to put that one in right now. Did I spell that right? I got to make sure I spelled that right. All right, so we are giving away 100 overall masters from the current promo. Keyword is Shakaroni. Shakaroni. Pop that into chat. Shakaroni. What players everybody want? Who are they looking at? Like, I haven't even got the build pulled up yet. Noob's in the red zone. 3rd and 3 on the 5. In route. There it is. Oh, he missed it. He missed it. Uh-oh. It's 4th and 3. Stop him. Yes. Stopped him. All right, we got the dubs. We got the dubs. We got the dubs. All right, keyword is Shakaroni. Oh, no, he's sending everybody over here. He's sending everybody here. All right. Keyword is Shakaroni. We got a bunch of giveaways to do then. Got a bunch of giveaways to do. We may have to hang out for just a little bit longer. Is there anything else y'all wanted to look at? What else do you want to look at? Like, we've dropped a lot of stuff on the community tonight, right? Oh, that's weird. I'm seeing myself on Noob Stream now, too. See if there are position changes. Yeah, that I can do. I can do that, Bob. That's a good question. Bob, didn't you have another request earlier? I can't remember if you wanted to know about instant replay. All right, so first off, lineups. Offensive tackle, guards, center, wide receivers, flex. See, tight end, wide receiver. No changes there to the flex. Quarterback, halfback, flex on the running back, halfback, and fullbacks. No changes there. So, Bob, on this front, I don't see anything different. Defense, 2 corners, 2 safeties, 2 linebackers, a Mike, a flex is middle linebackers and linebackers. No changes there. Hey, noob. Hey, noob. Hey, I told you, noob, I wasn't going to go into a stream rolling out a bunch of bronzes. You must not have believed me. Nickel looks like it's safety and corners. Yeah, I mean, Bob, these look the same. 4-3 is just defensive tackle. I don't see any changes, Bob. Yeah, later, noob. Take care. Appreciate it. So, anything else? Can I show jerseys? I think we're going to keep jerseys for a different one. You really wish to make fullback an archetype for halfback so guys like Pro Bowl Odell can be used at half. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I would have been happy if they just expanded that out a little bit, right? Like, let's say they opened up the fullback slot for halfbacks, fullbacks, and tight ends. Like, I mean, like, look at my team right now. I've got Mega Gronk at tight end. I've got regular movers Gronk maxed out in the slot position, and I had Jimmy Graham on my bench. Like, I would have loved to put one of those in the fullback slot. You see tight ends at fullback all the time. I mean, that would be a great change too, right? So, who knows? Did I get Saquon and Thomas? Yeah, I've completed the onboarding. The Lamar Jackson initiative is off now. Because I did it. But yeah, no, I completed that one. And it's just like the onboarding for the current game. It's like Saquon, Lamar is the end. I think Bosa's in there. Who else is in there? Hey, Mag Plays, thanks for the cheer. Can you run running back or wide receiver at kick returner? I'll check. I would guess probably not, but I'll check. Yeah, look at that. My one elite card I've got is the punt returner. Fantastic. Kickers. Oh wait, you didn't ask about that. Kick returner. Nope. And punt returner. Nope. No changes on those. So we do have, is Master Series Lamar scheme select? No, he is not. He is spread. He's actually right there. He is spread. How many Master Series are there? I think we're going to do something on Master Series. So I think that's going to have to wait for another day. Season's still the same? I'm not sure. I haven't done seasons. I'm not really a big seasons guy. I mean, I really don't have any packs to open. I kind of opened all my packs. Here, I can do this one. That's not really a pack, though, I don't think. No, there's nothing in there. Yeah, I don't really want to drop a bunch on that. Don't want to do that. I can get a Colts emblem. I don't know if that opens up anything. That doesn't open up anything. So, I mean, not really. Like, there's no real packs that I'm going to open up. How many in-scheme players for max scheme bonus? That is an excellent question. I'm honestly, looks like it's 12. It's back to 8. It's the same. No change. Yes, 1 second, 1 second, 2 second, 12, 24, 36. Was it 12, 24, 36 the current season, or was it like 15, 30, 45? I was thinking it was more. I did remember it went up by the same increment, though. Yeah, no change there. So you've got some flexibility, especially early on, right? Like if that Lamar ends up being the best card, like there you go. Just use that and fill in elsewhere. So, no, I think that's no change there. No, that's a good question. What else do you want to look at? Anything? We buzzed through defenses. We looked at all the coaches' plays. We played with some of them. We looked at all the scheme plays. How much does it cost to max players? I mean, it's going to depend on the player, right? Like for this Lamar, 54. But I mean, these are golds, right? Like it's going to be a lot less than what we're used to. You're not dumping a million training points into them. There's nothing in the. I mean, honestly, like I'm afraid y'all are reading just way too much into to that. So like when you go here to upgrades, like it's just this, and you click it, and it's like you don't have anything. Like I'm telling you, again, work in progress, subject to change. If they've said there's no Evo players, like that's just got to be a vestige, right? Right? Like, some bird that has a little dinosaur bone from millions of years ago. Like it's just a holdover from the previous build. Subject to change. Don't get too worked up about it. There's no substance there at all for me. Hey, what's up? Is power the same in terms of the numbers? Yeah, I done Smash Mouth. We've done them all, actually. VOD should be up for 14 days. So we've got lots of giveaways. We've got lots of giveaways to do. Keyword is Shakaroni. The Shakaroni has become the unofficial mascot of the stream, along with the straws. So, that's anything interesting in leagues? I mean, kind of, but I mean, it looks pretty much the same, right? Store, help request, achievements, strategy. Like this feels like the exact same build out, right? So, it is what it is. So, we are giving away the 100 overall players from the current promo. Your choice. I was going to do 2. I got 2 from Noob. So let's do 4 of them. Can you please show us? Oh, I mean, I did earlier, Stevo. We can buzz through them real quick. Meanwhile, if you haven't entered, keyword is Shakaroni. So here's the thing. Here's the thing that we talked about earlier. And I'll point it out when we get to zones. And I want to look at it because you kind of see it there. Yeah, you see it down here. Overstorm Brave, quarterback contain, Undersmoke. You see it there on a lot of the heavy blitzes. But then you also see it here a lot with the zones. And this is what I'm looking at. Look at here, starting in this middle row on the left. Cover 2. Look at the defensive tackles. They're right up against one another. Cover 2 press. Defensive tackle next to one another. Cover 2 show 4. Defensive tackle right against one another. Cover 2 sink. Same. There were a few more in here too. Cover 3 sky. Same. Cover 6. Same. And so how that translates to in-game play, Silver Shoot 2, same. How that translates, and we saw it earlier, you have one defensive tackle, I assume your predominant one, lined up with the nose right over the center, right? Then you have an under tackle right off to the side, either in a 1 tech in the A gap or in a 3 tech in the B gap. Maybe they're over the guard. It's kind of hard to tell. So you end up with a 4-man line, right? 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. But it's shifted, and it's always shifted to the left, right? There you go. I mean, that's exactly what I said. Running to the left may be dead because you end up with this glaring hole. Like, if this holds to release, you end up with this glaring hole on the right to run through every time. Every time you get that formation, it's just glaring. I mean, one time we had on the left-hand side, between the tackle and the center, we had 3 defensive players lined up at the nose, the A gap, and either in the 5 tech or 7 tech, inside or outside. 5 techs outside the defensive end, and on the other side, you just had the defensive end there. Like, running to the left is dead. I mean, you can't really flip those. Like, you can flip them. You can flip them when, like, if you're calling defense, like in seasons or something. But, I mean, like, you just select them, and there they are. But every time, it was stacked to the left. It wasn't random. It wasn't half to the right, half to the left. So, I mean, I'm seeing that, and if that holds, that's an automatic run to the right every single time, which is completely counter from how I've ran basically everything. It's just, yeah, work in project. Hey, Ryan, looks good. Subject to change. But again, like, that's a potentially major shift in things. So it is what it is. And then the blitzes, I mean, I think everything for the most part looked pretty much the same. Honestly, I haven't had much time. Mike 9 blitz, is that new? I haven't had time to parse these. Too much. But that's what's in the game now. Thunder Smoke, that's a new formation. Not a new play, but a new formation. Didn't that used to be single high safety on Thunder Smoke? Single high safety, 3-man coverage, and you still had the 7 blitzers? That's not new? Okay, sorry. So, I mean, it might stop inside runs to one side, but not to the other side. Pinch buck, okay. But I mean, like 2 or 3 years ago, wasn't Thunder Smoke, didn't it have 3-man coverages and a single high safety? 4-3. Okay, anyhow, what time is it? All right, we got to bounce out of here, right? So, giveaway is live. Keyword is Shaq-a-roni. We are going to roll 4 of them. 4 of them. Make sure it's in. All right, you ready? Let's do the first one. Let's roll in 3, 2, 1. First one goes to Maddie, 97. Oh, I lost my notes. Here we go. Straws in the chat for Maddie. All right, let's do the next one. You do not need to put it back in. We're just going to keep rolling. Our next winner. 3, 2, 1. Yoshi. Congrats, Yoshi. Straws in the chat for Yoshi. All right. You ready to do one more? Let's roll in 3, 2, 1. 6 Asian, you got another one. 6 Asian gets on these heaters. All right, we got one more left. Yeah, finally. It's been, what, a week? All right, let's roll this last one. 3, 2, 1. Brick Squad. New follow from today. Thanks, Brick Squad. It was a great decision. So, that's the end of the stream. It's been incredible. Thanks, everybody, for coming and hanging out. Like, I feel good about this. Like, if I can get more 21 content, do you want me to see me do 21 content? And we'll just put 20 behind me. Auction house is going to be a different one. Auction house is going to be a different one. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Like, I want to try and find some ways to get some more stuff out. So, I mean, I'm pretty excited though, right? New defensive formations. The runs early at least appear to be working. You want to do a poll? All right, that's a good idea, Windy City. Let's do a poll to close this one out. That's a great idea. I think I know who's going to win, but I'm not going to poison it. All right, let's put that up for 2 minutes. Vote in the poll. Hey, Voltage, thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, that's right, Josh. Josh had a reroll. I'll be honest, Josh, I don't even remember what it was. Was it, it was one from the current promo, right? Hey, Josh, do you care if can I do an early bird? Can I do an early bird on Sunday? Are you good with that? Enjoy that chaperone. Yeah, I get maybe a little cold, but that's all right. Might taste better. All right, what's the poll looking like? West Coast early. I'm going to toss one into Vert, but I got to be honest, that West Coast, based on what we saw, is pretty appealing. The gutting Vert. I mean, not really. I mean, Vert lost what? PA zone shot? Was that the only big one? Yeah, they lost X seam, which is fine. It was just a streak route, pair with a crossing route. Tight end slot crosses. Everybody lost X post. They lost buck sweep, which is a win. Hate to say it, but true. What do you want to see, Voltage? And then yeah, they lost PA sale and PA zone shot. Like that's brutal. Those are 2 bad losses. And that's right. Like, subject to change. Like, we may get on the stream later and like everything's changed. Yeah, PA close sale and PA zone shot. Those hurt. Like, those hurt. Was never a huge play action, but those were probably what 2 of the 3 best, right? With experts crossed. Of course, Nick. Hey, Nick, we did it again. We did it again. We just, like 5 minutes ago, had our first giveaway since the TP. We just had our first giveaway. We've been going strong. We're having fun. We found some really cool stuff. We found some really cool stuff, too, though, to talk about. So, I mean, we noticed some new defensive alignments. Running the ball to the left may be dead. Maybe. Found a couple plays. We'll have to, we'll have to pull them out and have a conversation, Nick, to see if that's where they're supposed to be. Yeah, we found some cool stuff. Feedback was huge, and this is probably going to be a surprise. The people want more. No, Nick knows what a Carlton stream's about. Nick hangs out a bunch. Nick hangs out more, I think, than the reroll. Nick hangs out more than people realize, I think. Like, Nick's got to keep tabs on me. Like, that's the poor guy's responsible for me in some extent. West Coast, 65% is their next game based on tonight. 19% vert, 11% spread, 5% smash mouth. Those are probably pity votes. All right. So I'm going to bounce out of here. You had to go visit Noob. I felt bad for Noob. Noob and I played. It was a bit rough. But it's all right. We had fun. So, disclaimers. I want to toss it out one more time. On top, work in progress, subject to change. If there are things you saw that you liked, awesome, let us know. If things you saw you didn't like, I'm sorry, let us know. Doesn't mean we can do anything about it, but there's 2 weeks left before this comes out. Lots of stuff can change. Don't lock yourself in now based on what you've seen. One way, don't lock yourself out. of stuff, Smash Mouth users, based on what you've seen. Stuff can change very quickly. 2 weeks is a long time. So, we try to go over as much as we could. Who knows, I get something tomorrow that's an update, and all of a sudden everything's different. So, just sit back, see if you can just see the general direction. Let me know what you liked and what you didn't, and if there's other stuff that we can suggest that's able to get tweaked, cool. There could be stuff planned that we don't even know about. There could be stuff that's still in this build that's not going to make the final one. So just nobody panic if there was a bunch of stuff they didn't like. Relax, enjoy the stream, look forward to what's coming here in the next week or two, right? Hey, D-Man, thanks so much for your support tonight. Incredible support tonight from D-Man. Straws in the chat for D-Man. Appreciate it. So, with that said, normal stream schedule, Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays, 8 p.m. Normally go 2.5, maybe 3-ish hours. We're right in the middle of that now. Huge shout out to Nick, to EA. Was not expecting the builds to be able to actually come out and play. I think it added so much to be able to actually scroll through, look at them instead of just showing the vids. So that was just a huge gift from both of them. So much appreciated on that end. If there's anything you need, anything you'd like to see, how about the new animations? Would love your feedback on the new layout for 21. Anything you'd like to see, you can always find me on the official Madden Mobile Discord. You can find me on Telegram. You can find me in most of the other chats that are floating around. You can always hit me up here on Twitch as well. Otherwise, thank you so much for hanging on for so long. Hope it was fun. Hope it was worth it. I had a lot of fun doing it. Loved having the opportunity to do it. I've got a shakaroni to finish, right? So I'm going to hopefully get out of here. Hopefully nothing breaks in the next 60 seconds. Take care, everybody. We'll see you on Sunday. Yeah, I'll get a whisper out. It's normally I can take care of them one at a time, Lita, and with them sort of being done in bulk twice tonight, I just didn't want to sit to have to try and get everything figured out. So I see I've got stuff in. If you're able to whisper me from on here, I've got all your usernames. That could be easiest. I would appreciate it. Makes my life easier. Otherwise, I'll try and get your whispers out. Giveaway winners, if I don't have it already, shoot me your username and your UID so we can make sure we get that into Nick so we can get the your winnings out to you. Otherwise, hey, take care, everybody. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Weekend's coming up. I'll see you at the end of it on Sunday. Appreciate it. Take care. Have a good one.